Treachery, backstabbing bitchiness, manipulation, and duck racing. It could only be a Yorgos Lanthimos film. Hey up guys, so today's film up for discussion is the brilliant new film from Greek filmmaker Yorgos Lanthimos, and it's called The Favourite. This film is a searingly hilarious pitch black comedy centered around a toxic three-way love triangle between three women in 18th century England. There's the needy, hot-tempered Queen Anne, who's played excellently by Olivia Colman. There's her oldest and closest friend Sarah, the Duchess of Marlborough, who's played with calculating gusto by Rachel Weisz. And then there's Sarah's cousin Abigail, who's played by Emma Stone, who was a former lady but has fallen victim to tragic circumstances and is now working as a servant in the palace or country estate which is owned by Queen Anne, where this film is set. When Abigail applies a paste that alleviates the Queen's gout pain, she manages to work her way into the Queen's inner circle, and then the power dynamics between the three of them all start to chunk together. Even though Queen Anne is seemingly at the top of the hierarchy, she has been a victim of manipulation all her life. Sarah calls her out when her makeup makes her look like a badger, but also uses cunning tactics to keep the Queen under her thumb using emotional manipulation. Whereas Abigail's kill 'em with kindness approach works just as well, and the Queen slowly begins to trust her. And both Sarah and Abigail both use their sexuality to keep the Queen's interests alive too. It's like Game of Thrones in a sense of how women can use their wits, bodies, and intelligence to regain control. All three of the ladies' performances work perfectly in harmony together, finding that precise balance of humour and drama. Olivia Colman in particular is a treasure here. She had me cackling at certain lines like,
"I've sent for some lobsters. I thought we could brace them and then eat them."
And then I also felt, in other moments, a great deal of pathos for her, especially when we found out the origins of her 17 rabbits, and also the scenes where she just has no ability to enjoy music whatsoever. Emma Stone nails her English accent perfectly, and Rachel Weisz is also a delight here. I hope all three of them get Oscar nominations, but I'm not sure who would go for leading actress and who would go for supporting actress, because remarkably, they all do feel like lead performances, yet they all do support each other in equal measure. It would even be more comically fitting if all three of these megalomaniac characters were all vying for the same prize in the same category. It would be almost like a pseudo-sequel to The Favourite, this year's Oscar race. I honestly think out of all of Lanthimos' English-speaking films, The Favourite will be his most accessible and his most popular. His previous films, The Killing of a Sacred Deer and The Lobster, were often criticised for their monotone dialogue, as well as the very difficult-to-like characters. But in The Favourite, the actors are allowed to express any emotion they like, and they get to have a lot of fun with Deborah Davis and Tony McNara's sharp, serrated dialogue. This film is downright silly in places as well. There's this banquet party scene with a dance sequence that Rachel Weisz does, and it's absolutely priceless. But what's bizarre is how weirdly it works with the aesthetic. And the costumes by Sandy Powell are nothing short of divine. Like, the costumes are almost characters in themselves, and they give the film so much flavour. Sandy Powell always shines when she gets to do period costumes, and I imagine she'll be looking at 2 Oscar nominations for next year. She'll probably get a nomination for this, The Favourite, and she'll probably get a nomination for the upcoming Mary Poppins Returns film as well. But between the two of them, The Favourite already looks like so much more intricate, so much more detailed, and I think, yeah, she'll probably be the front runner for Best Costume Design at next year's Oscars. Putting money on it, Lanthimos also makes excellent use of the space. Every shot is just full of exquisite detail. And Robbie Ryan's interior cinematography is perfectly lit, often by candle, which I really liked. And I also really liked the fisheye lens shots that were used. I spotted this in the trailer and thought, this could be a little bit of a gimmick. But when I was watching the film, it was cleverly used to sort of give the viewer that feeling of distortion, and it works really well. To sum up guys, I loved The Favourite. It delivers everything that you could possibly want from a Lanthimos film. It's strange, it's hilarious, it's askew. There's a trifecta of sensational leading ladies, and the costumes, the setting, the cinematography, the script, they're all fabulous. I can see a lot of people falling in love with this film and Lanthimos in the process. Right, so let's ask those 3 questions. Would I watch this again? Yes, absolutely. This is probably my favourite of Lanthimos' work. It's so funny, so oddball, just delightful. Would I recommend it for you guys? Yes, everybody should watch this film. Even if you're not familiar with Lanthimos' work, it's definitely his most accessible, and you'll have a great time watching this. It's fun, it's wonderful, it's unlike anything else you will see in the cinema this year, or probably even the next 5 years, okay? It's something very special. Go watch it. And what score am I going to give it out of 10? Yep, this is my favourite, pun very much intended, of Lanthimos' work, and I'm going to give The Favourite a score of 10 out of 10. There you have it, guys, my thoughts on The Favourite. I don't know about you guys, but I was super excited to see this. Are you guys excited to see this film? If you are, why? Is it because it's Lanthimos? Whatever you think, be sure to let me know what you think of it in the comment section below. And also, if you like the content and you want to be updated on my latest videos and reviews from the Venice Film Festival, be sure to click that subscribe button. And if you guys want to add me on Twitter, Instagram, or Stardust, all that information is in the description link below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. For more things related to movies, TV, and popcorn culture, I'm Hearfield, and I'll see you next time.